Hi, my name is Rachel Canet, and this is for class ED 851, and this is my introductory video. So I am going to talk to you about why I want to be a principal. I feel this is the next step in my career. My ultimate goal is to be an assistant SPED director. Not sure if I want to be a SPED director of everybody, but I do feel that this is a good route to get there. I've been in the classroom and on the special ed side of that. So I do feel that I probably need some experience being in a role where I'm overseeing many more things than just the things I have control of through a classroom environment. So I feel taking the step of being a building principal in my route to be farther up in administration would give me some good experience on how to work with many more people outside just my direct contacts of like gen ed teachers and special ed paraeducators and parents within just my IEP systems. So I feel that this is kind of my next step in order to get to my ultimate goal. In terms of experience with supervisory roles, I have been a special ed teacher for the past 11 years. And for those 11 years, we are required to evaluate our paraprofessionals twice a year. And as you know, if you're in the SPED area realm, that sometimes paraprofessionals come and go, sometimes they don't. But that has allowed me to have a lot of experience with not only evaluating pairs that do really well and make that simple, but also really talking to the ones that maybe are struggling or I'm having a hard time having them meet my needs, as well as the needs for my students and how we need to work together. So I've had to do a lot of training and really looking at using the expectations as set out in our district rubric for our paraeducators and using those as an evaluation tool as well as an improvement tool in terms of what we expect as part of their employment. In the last 3 years, 1 year I spent as a behavior specialist for one school, and I don't know that I had a whole lot of supervisory duties with that position, but the last and most recent 2 years, I've been the consulting SPED teacher for the district pre-K through 12. This year it's actually titled SPED Instructional Coach, but very similar duties. I've had to step up and be a little more of a supervisory role amongst my colleagues. And it's been a little tough because I'm still very much on their level playing field. I am still a teacher and on the teacher scale. I just sit slightly above them in terms of my position, and I'm directly below the SPED director. So I've had to provide some supervisory, not necessarily so much evaluation as guidance towards evaluations. So I've kind of not had as much direct supervisory roles and responsibilities in the position I've been in the last 2 years. But knowing that my goal is to be an assistant SPED director, my director has really helped me look at how I can help principals as well as SPED teachers look at reflective practices in terms of staying within the evaluation parameters that they will be looked at in terms of keeping their jobs. In terms of personal experiences with evaluations, I always feel they're good. I have always been one that has a hard time reflecting on things, and I feel like there's always something that I can improve on, even though I may be told that I'm doing it well. I feel there's something more that I can learn to make it even better. I've always enjoyed and benefited from having a rubric and the expectations laid out for me so that I know what I'm expected to do and feel that anytime a supervisor of mine comes into my classroom, they should always be able to see exactly what they want to see, and that I should never be stressed in a sense that they're going to see something I shouldn't be doing. Kind of that feeling of if I'm doing my job well, it won't matter when they come. I don't always think that they should have to plan to come into my room, and I should be prepared. They should be able to come in anytime and see what they're expecting to see. I do know with the new role I have, the SPED director is my supervisor now, and there are times that my job is not completely laid out on what my expectations are. It is a new position for our district that I pretty much was just asked to be in this position, so it wasn't a position that was there before. So there's been a little bit of discussions along the way about what they should be looking for and what I should be doing. And I've often talked to my SPED director about this, and she agrees, that there's sometimes it's hard to see exactly what I should be evaluated on. So that's been a bit of a learning experience, but it's also helped me realize I should kind of do whatever she is expecting and continue to look at my job as an assistant position and what that looks like for me, and know that I still don't have quite the responsibilities of being an admin since I do not have that qualification. So I've had to really keep myself in check on what my position should be. And I do talk to my supervisor quite a bit in terms of evaluating kind of on the fly all the time. Like, am I doing what am I supposed to be doing? Do I need to change something? Is there something I should be doing better? So I do feel evaluations can be very beneficial, and they can be very much a coexisting thing to where it becomes more of a discussion versus my supervisor just coming in and saying, okay, you're not doing this, you're doing this, you're not doing that. There's a lot of reflective conversations and corrective feedback and things that she will tell me I should work on. And then I know that those are things that she should be able to come and see and that I should be able to prove that I'm doing. I feel it's just like any other job, that an evaluation is a way to work alongside your supervisor in a sense, and to see where you're growing and where you're not growing, and continue to see that. But evaluations let you know if you're on track and where you're expecting to go. I know with my paraeducators and a little bit with our teacher evaluations in our district, they are most often based on a rubric. So you're forever going to have something you can work on, but it also lets you know where you need to be proficient. So I do like that it's a rubric and it's got a range of skills. So it's not always saying that you're not doing it. It's showing that you're getting there, but this is what we want to see in the end. So I think that is it. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to taking this class. All right, have a good evening.